Hi everyone, it's Rabbi Dr. Jack Cohen with the Dating in Shalom Bayis Shurim. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here and to help and to discuss a wonderful issue today. A very interesting question was asked on the issue of double dating, something I'm not terribly in favor of. But a woman writes, my friend and I have been having a bit of disagreement that I'd like you to solve. She's been going on dates with 3 different guys a week. I question if this is practical. For example, what if she likes all 3? And I wonder if this is fair to all the parties involved. What do you think is the best policy? Here's my answer. When dating with the goal of marriage, I never recommend dating more than one person at a time. It's simply not fair. Plus, how do you remember what you said to A and B and C? While juggling a few different dating partners at the same time may be common for someone who's dating purely for pleasure, we don't believe that's acceptable, since we in the Orthodox Jewish world date with marriage intended. It's not an honest or productive practice if you're considering marrying for long-term, for keeps. What are the dangers of triple dating or double dating? As you mentioned, she may like more than one man and have trouble deciding between them. She may compare them to each other, and that isn't fair for her or for the person that she's going out with. Each of us has to be looked at our own merits. And how will you remember? You're going to start having a Chinese menu in your mind. Well, he was this and she said that, etc. What we commonly see happen in such a situation is that the double or triple dater ends up with no one because they think, well, he's okay or she's okay, but the next person may be even better. It's a classic klal, it's a classic rule that the Talmud teaches us, a fantastic principle called tafasta meruba lo tafasta, tafasta mu tafasta. If you grab for so much that you want it all, you'll walk away with an empty hand, you'll have nothing. But if you settle for a little bit, you'll come back with something in your hand. When you try to have pie in the sky, you want to see everything and taste everything, unfortunately you'll come back with an empty hand. But if you're practical and you're realistic and you're not greedy and you do it logically and fairly and equitably, you'll come back with something. You'll certainly come back with a shidduch. Many people are under the mistaken impression that they'll know if someone is right for them quickly. This is a myth, and we all know that. Most people need a few dates to be able to decide if the person that they're dating has marriage potential and they would like to know them better. Very few people develop an instant connection. So forget about that seeing star stuff. From personal and professional experience, I can tell you that the majority of newly happy couples gradually developed their emotional connection, or what we call their emotional connectivity or intimacy, over the length of their courtships. As you build out the relationship, you get to know each other better, you share with each other more, you confide in each other. When someone juggles more than one dating partner at a time, they're rushing to judgment too quickly and give up on promising relationships simply because it isn't moving as fast as they would like it to move. And so they bail out early without investing all their heart and their soul into the relationship. And don't we know this? One of the reasons that people cite is a reason that we have so many divorces today in the Jewish world is because of this concept called instant gratification. And unfortunately, social media has only exacerbated the problem. WhatsApp, texting, and emails have brought us to expect an immediate response. Otherwise, we wonder, what's taking so long? Why didn't he answer me? Why didn't she answer me? So instead of waiting our turn to be helped in a store, we click and order because I can get it right away. Remember the old days when you had to take your film to a camera store and it would take a week to 10 days to get your pictures back? Who can think of something today? Today you take a picture on your cell phone and within a second or two, your friend can see it in London or in Israel. We don't have patience anymore. And as a result, people don't want to put the work in. We want instant results. Please realize, love grows with time. The more we nourish a relationship, the greater we feel invested in the partnership. If we don't automatically feel in love right away, or don't always see the fruits of our labor, what? Do we just give up? Do we just move on? And unfortunately, this could be the issue when you're double dating or triple dating. You're not going to try very hard, because the minute you hit a roadblock, you're just going to move on. Another problem with multiple dating is that multiple daters don't devote the emotional energy and time that's needed to enable a courtship to develop properly. I strongly believe that if a courtship seems promising, the partners need to concentrate their energies into getting to know each other well and build that strong emotional connection. Another dating partner in the picture is too distracting and way too confusing. Finally, I think that multiple dating often backfires when one or more of the people someone is dating is probably concentrating on developing the relationship with you and hopes that you're doing the same, then discovers that you're being less than honest about the nature of the courtship and it can blow up in your face. So I think that, in all sincerity to the writer of the letter, please discourage your friend from multiple dating. It's not a good idea. It never leads to anything good. And we hope that everyone in the audience finds their b'shert. Again, if you'd like my help in any way in getting matched up or analyzing a relationship that you're in, or you'd like for me to help you put together a top 10 list of what you need in a prospective spouse, or you'd like a copy of the PDF of questions to ask on dating, or like help in training in any aspect of dating or communications, please feel free to reach out to me from anywhere in the world at 305-206-1916, or simply email me at drjackcohen18@gmail.com. Have a wonderful day and all the best.